everybody, this is Boog Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the Marvel Legends Disney Plus Captain America figure. So before we take a look at Captain America, let's take a look at the accessories that he comes with. So first up, of course, he comes with his wings, and these look pretty cool. The paint does fall a little bit flat on them. I'll get to that in a bit. But the figure normally just comes with the backpack with the wings folded up. And I do think it's nice that Hasbro did this, because if you just want this figure and don't want to build the wings, then you can just buy him because he just comes with this. Up next, he comes with Red Wing, and as you can see, it has this clear flight stand on it. But the peg that Hasbro chose to use is so weird. I wish it just would have been a straight peg into a peg hole instead of this, because it's tricky to get it in there, and it's tricky to get it to stay. It constantly wants to fall off. So there Red Wing is. And it doesn't look too bad, but I prefer to leave it off because I'm going to knock it off anyways. Because of that weird peg, it doesn't stay in there very well at all. Up next, he has a clear flight stand that pegs into the back of his wings there. And you can use it to get him more stabilized because he will stand with the wings on. He is a little top heavy, but if you fiddle with it, you can get him to stand just fine. But the stand does help with that, and you can also get him into some different poses with it too, because as you can see, it supports him, and you can get him in some pretty good poses. That's just a quick one I put him in to demonstrate. And finally, he comes with his shield. And I think the sculpt to this is pretty good because it's brand new, but where it falls flat is the paint. Mine has this really weird blue line on it right there, and the colors are just really flat. I really wish it would have been metallic. So yeah, the paint falls pretty flat for me there. I do wish that he would have came with some like actual gripping hands instead of like these open hands, because it does tend to slip off of him. So right now it's holding on, but yeah, if you mess around with it very much, it will just fall off because it's not an actual gripping hand. It's kind of more of a relaxed hand. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the head sculpt. So this is definitely the best Anthony Mackie head sculpt that we've gotten from Hasbro. It looks really nice. That likeness to him is just really good. It's definitely better than the last one, which the last one didn't look bad, but you know, they didn't use any of the printing tech, so it didn't look as good. He has the clear goggles there, the translucent red goggles, I should say. And it looks pretty good. You can see his eyes through it. And you can see that the paint gets pretty sloppy. That's the one thing that I don't like on this figure, is the paint is very sloppy. As you can see, the skin tone is showing through there over top of the black. And on this side, the black for the goggles came out fine. But yeah, the skin tone is showing through on this side really bad. The suit is sculpted really nicely. It has a bunch of intricate details and a little bit of texturing. The star and the lines right here came out pretty clean. But as you can see, the blue is showing through right here on the shoulders. It's really bad. And then if you look at the top, you can see a bunch of blue showing through. You can see some more blue shining through there on the bicep. So yeah, the paint on this figure could definitely be a lot better. The red came out pretty clean, but yeah, these whites didn't come out very good at all. The hands could have been painted a lot better because I think they're cast in silver, and the skin tone in the red is painted over top of it, so it ends up looking pretty sloppy. Looking at the wings, they have some texturing to them, and they have some really good sculpt detail, but the paint just falls really flat because it's just cast in this marbleized gray color, and this flat blue and flat red. So yeah, I would have liked to have seen some metallic colors on this. I think that would have looked really good and made it pop. Down here on the pants, you get some more really good texturing there to the sides, but mine has this really weird cracking pattern. Like right there, you can see like there's a weird crack in the plastic, and it's just right here. And I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to be there because it's down in the plastic. It's not a wrinkle. As you can see, it goes all the way down here, so I'm not sure what that is. And then here you have his boots. And they could be painted a lot better because as you can see, some of that silver is showing through right there. You get some blue showing through up here. So now let's go ahead and go over his articulation. So for the wings, back here it has articulation right here where it pegs into the backpack. But if you move the right side down, then it interferes with the left, and you can't move the left down at all. If you move the left down, then the right won't move down. So yeah, there's really no happy medium here. And I also forgot to mention that the wings are wobbly on mine. I don't know if that's all of them because it's pegged in there really good. I don't know if maybe it's just heavy, but as you can see, the wings definitely want to rock back and forth there. But they do swivel back and forth, and they have a really good range of motion in the rest. I'm just not sure why Hasbro made them like that back here. But yeah, they can fold in that much, and the tips also fold in. So you can actually get him doing that, and I think that's really awesome because that was a pose I wanted to recreate from the show. So I think it's awesome that you can do that. I just wish that it would have had more movement up and down here. He has a ball-jointed head that can look up all the way. He can look down all the way. He can move his head side to side and tilt. He has ball-jointed shoulders. They're really limited. That's all the farther they move out. And there, the shield's loose. But anyways, the shoulders are really hindered right there. He has swivel at the bicep, double-jointed elbow that can bend in all the way. And he has swivel wrist that can move side to side and up and down. He has an ab crunch that can move back all the way and humanly back. He can crunch forward all the way. He has swiveled waist that can move side to side. Ball-jointed hips that can just about do a complete split. He can kick forward all the way. He can kick back all the way. He has swivel at the thigh, double-jointed knee, swivel at the ankle that can move down all the way, up all the way, and an ankle rocker. So now, let's do some size comparisons. So first up, here he is next to his comic counterpart. And again, I think the MCU design team did a really good job of balancing the MCU design and the comic design. I think it's a perfect blend of both designs, and I really like that. Here he is next to Steve Rogers. And I wanted to say, comparing the two shields, you can see that the one on the right definitely looks better because it uses metallic paint. And the one on the left looks very cheap. There he is next to the Infinity War Falcon figure. And this one had pretty long wings, but they weren't articulated at all. So now I will be doing a wave ranking. I'm going to rank the figures in the wave that built the wings from my least favorite to my favorite figure. I'm also counting this as some size comparisons too, since there's some Falcon and the Winter Soldier figures in here. So my very least favorite figure from the wave is Baron Zemo. Mine broke straight out of the package, and I don't know, I really wasn't fond of the figure. I really thought I'd like it more than I did, but yeah, he ends up being kind of a letdown to me. Up next is Vision. Up next is Winter Soldier. Up next is Loki. Up next is Captain America himself. My second favorite figure from the wave is US Agent. And at the number one spot, my favorite figure from this wave, hands down, is Scarlet Witch. So, overall, I do like this figure. I just feel like the paint falls really, really flat. I had some issues with the wings on mine too, the articulation particularly. And mine's really wobbly. I don't know if that's an issue on anyone else's or not, so leave a comment down below if you have this, and let me know if that's just an issue with me or all of them are like that. So, I did like it, but it does fall flat in a couple places for me. But other than that, it's a pretty cool figure. So, that's my review. If you like this review, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.